Morning all, me here, and today I've got a new computer stuff down there. Whoa, yeah, so yes, it's my new computer has arrived, and I'm about to set it up and build it. But I thought you'd like to all see it in the bits, but you can't actually see my hand. I'm actually motioning over here. I'm like, whee, like that. Yes, so I thought you might like to see it all before I put it together. So let's have a look, shall we? And there we go. There's the spangly bits and pieces. So we've got a motherboard here, which is that one there. I went for that one because it's slightly cheaper than, say, the MSI one that my friend Z was suggesting to me, simply because if I go and upgrade this time next year onto an Ivy bridge, I can literally just dump the motherboard if that one can't be, BIOS flashed or whatever you call it on the touch BIOS to the Ivy bridge. I can, because it's only 140 quid, I can face dumping that. I've got 850 modular power supply. I've actually got the 620 modular, I think, which was one of the first ones I ever did in my current computer, and I loved it so much I decided to go for that one again. I was going to go for a cheaper, the bronze one, but it's non-modular, and I like the fact that it's modular with all the extra bits. It's easier on cabling. I went for the MSI 650 twin Fozzer thing. The reason I went for that is because my monitors have got slightly older connections and they're not compatible, as far as I'm aware, with the new HD Radeon cards. I only clocked that like last minute, so I reverted back to my original choice. I'm happy with NVIDIA cards anyway, and the original reason I decided to go with a NVIDIA was to Crossfire, but that one can be SLI'd anyway, which I plan on doing in probably November. We've got my solid state drive. I went for the Crucial because there's been a firmware update which pretty makes it the same as a Agility and Vertex, but the difference is that one's good with uncompressed files, whereas the Vertex and that aren't. So for encoding and stuff, job done. 16 gig of Vengeance PC15000 C9s or something, so with like really low timings on them, absolutely beast. So that's going to just be an absolute beautiful for rendering. I've got my H100, which is probably the nicest cooler I've ever seen. It's got the two 120mm fans on the radiator, so you can do like a push-pull setup. I haven't bought any extra fans, but I need to do that. But I didn't know if it would fit in my case, which is, I mean, I knew that the H100 would fit, but I didn't know if it would fit with a push-pull, which is like 2 sets of fans. I don't even know if I might be able to rig it somehow so the 120mm fan can still work. Don't know, I'll have a look. Yeah, 650D Obsidian case, it's all very nice. I was going to go for the 600T, but to be honest, this is exactly the same, but without any of the stuff. And I like on the top, I can't really show you it now, but there's like a hot bay for hard drives, which is really cool. And finally, the processor, which is an OME version, which took me by surprise. It's the i7-2600K, and it's the OME, as I said. Now, normally I expect these to turn up in a big brown box, like, I mean, like the same size as a normal processor box, but like big and brown, like just the retail version. Not retail version, the you know what I mean, the other version of the retail, and it didn't. What it turned up in, hang on if I grab it, was this, just all thing, and I genuinely, when it was over like that, I couldn't see it at all in there, and I just thought it was packing in the boxes, so I just kind of chucked it to one side, not thinking what it was. So I phoned them up and they said no, it's just in the bundle. So I was like, oh, marvellous. So that took me by surprise. What also threw me at the time was this turned up. Now, nowhere on the order did I make this, and nowhere did I was advised that I got a free gift because I spent so much money there. So that turned up and I couldn't find my processor, so I kind of went, they've sent me that instead of my goddamn processor. So I phoned them up and they went, no, that's a free gift, we just didn't tell you about it. I was like, haha, splendid. So this I have no need for. So if anyone needs this, then let me know in the comments. If you want to pay for postage and packaging, as you can see, it's completely sealed, bar I think a little tear somewhere. I don't need this, and it's brand new. So if you want it, let me know in the comments. Give me a PM me your name and address and stuff, and then I'll give you a PayPal or whatever, and you can pay for postage and packaging. If not, I'm going to bin it. So let me dump that back down there. And for those of you that think that maybe I shouldn't be building a new computer, let me just show you my current one. I'll pan down here and then come up. And there we go. You can probably just about see that. And this is my well, I don't even know what to call it, a piece of shit. This is here actually working, and it's actually stopping my computer from going fizzed. As you can see, this fan stopped, this fan down here stopped, this fan in here stopped, that fan up there is pretty much dead, that one's working pretty well. That's the stock CPU cooler, and that's done really well actually, because I don't really overclock. The graphics card is on the way out, but that FXX has done me really well. I had an original Nvidia, I think it was a 6600 in there, and it went so I upgraded to the 8800 and it's been fine. Some gel RAM, which has been pretty good, you know, not bad. But this has obviously been on 32-bit, so the RAM, it was meh anyway. But yeah, that's the old case, and that's why I'm upgrading. Now, I had that since 2007, mid-2007, so for it to be still now and still viable, apart from playing computer games, I mean, it'll play COD and stuff just about. You know, I think that was well worth it for, I think, about 600 quid I paid on that computer, case and everything. The only bit that I had to upgrade was my DVD burner, because that went, but that's DVD burners, that's lasers. So that's my new computer, that's everything. I'm going to set up, oh, the one bit I have forgotten is my webcam. I bought this new HD webcam because when I'm going to be doing my gameplay comms and stuff, a lot of you seem to like to be able to see me, so I'm going to use this when I'm recording my comms, and hopefully it'll be good enough so that you can see me when I'm doing my commentaries and stuff, and also for streaming as well. Yes, so I'm going to get that set up on my old computer, if it's powerful enough, and film me building this. So yes, there you go. See you again, well, later probably, after I've killed myself from putting this together. I mean, this is going to be fun. I've watched quite a bit on building that, but yes, it's good stuff. Okie dokie, catch you later guys, bye bye. Yeah, so as I feared, my webcam was too powerful for my old computer. It died. So what I'm going to do is going to take snippet videos of me doing it. So I'm just put the processor in, and I'm just attaching the motherboard to the case. Good times. It's all a bit spangly different to how I built my last one, but I am learning quickly and goodly. So I've already taken out the big fan ready for my H100, and yes, we're good to go. See you in a bit. Okay, I've got the power supply unit in, which was a little different because it's got this sliding bar at the bottom, and I don't think it came with any screws for the front, but I used some fan screws that came with the case, and I'm now putting in the RAM, and this is the RAM here. It's Vengeance Black. It's fucking mean looking stuff, it really is. So I'm just going to try and pop this one in one-handed. Probably not a great idea, but we'll see how we get on. But only myself to blame. There we go, and it should just... There we go, click in. There you go, we're all part of the team. Look at that for fucking... I should probably order a cooler, I don't know, with the fans on top, because that's a lot of close RAM there. You would have thought these days they would have probably made the motherboard a bit bigger maybe and spread them out. But I might get one of the Cosier tornado fan things for just across the top, seeing as I don't have any worry about a big heatsink, because I know the actual heatsink CPU coolers are fucking massive. They're about like right out here, like right over. Like, and they've got two big ass fans in them, like the proper ones and stuff, whereas mine is just going to be like this little thing with a couple of pipes going up to here. So there you go, there's that bit. Back when I've installed, I think I'm doing... I think I am actually doing the cooler next. Yay! See you in a minute. Okay, you can see that I'm actually putting together the H100 and putting the fans on. I've done it in such a way so that it's going to be pushing air straight up out my case. I just thought I'd do a little bit on this while I'm doing it, because it kind of like fazed me a little bit. This is the screw that they give you to go through the top corner, through the bottom corner and into your actual radiator. Now the problem is, A, it's a very snug tight fit because of the coating they've done on here. Also, on the stock fans, it's actually probably about 3mm too long, because it actually digs in underneath the little bracket here, digs into the radiator bit. Not a big deal. They do give you some washers here, but that's actually for the top, for vibration when you actually attach it to the case, or so their design says. but the screws, there's no washer on there in their design for going up through. I just found that a little bit odd. I mean, it's no biggie. I mean, it's on there and it's on there solid now, but you just kind of got to be a bit forceful and get it in there, which was what I was a bit concerned about. So, something interesting. Right, back when it's in. Right, so as you can see, the CPU is now in and attached, and somewhere up there, the fans. Now, a couple of things on this. There's some risers, and in the instructions, does it not explain which riser you need to use for which chip? It gives you like the riser for this one chipset, and then you have to guess on the rest. I actually put the wrong ones in, but I worked that out just in time before I started to try and put everything in. I then went back, so it's all in. The only difference is, on every installation I've seen, there's been these bolts have got like a screw head fitting, so you can do them up with a screw, but these don't for some reason. Maybe that's an adjustment they've made for the European market. It was an American video. And on the fans, obviously, as I said about the going in, not big enough. Also, with the case, it didn't come with any spare anti-vibration like washer type things. There was 4 on the big like 200mm fan, so I've used them on it, but there is another 4 screws here that you're supposed to connect with the radiator, but to be honest, the 4 I think is strong enough anyway, and the added benefit of the anti-vibration is worth it. So I think that's it. So I'm going to take a break there for a bit because I'm all hot and bothered after installing that. That was a right experience. I ended up having to actually take out 2 sticks of RAM, so I did that kind of in the wrong order. I wish I had not bothered putting the RAM in until, but they just click in and out anyway, so it's not a bother. Next, it's graphics card up here, and then what else is it? Graphics card. Oh, and then it's a wire management time, where I have to wire everything up, and then finally I'm going to be taking my DVD drive out of there, shutting the poor computer down, putting it in here, and we're all good. So yeah, okay, check back with you soon. Okay, and there we go. I believe I'm finished. It's been a rather long build. Hang on, I'm trying not to cast my shadow over it. I'll pull it up. It's actually been probably my longest build ever, but it's all in there. It's all done. Some of the cabling was a bit unusual. That's changed a little bit since I last did a tower build, but it's all in there. Really nice and tidy. But of course, if I turn the case around, all the muck is right there. But of course you don't see that. That's the great thing about this case. It was the same with my old case. In fact, I think my old case was one of the first ones to start doing that behind the board cabling. But it's all lovely and open up in here. I'm not bothering with this drive bay, just to increase airflow. So, because all my other hard drives should fit in here anyway. And if they don't, I can always put that one, I believe, down here. I believe there's a connector in there for it. And so yes, I'm about to fire this bad boy up, and hopefully in a couple of hours it should be all Windows-fied and good to go. Right, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you on this beast soon. Okay, we have liftoff. We are fully functional. Unfortunately, I didn't realise this case is actually about 2.5 inches longer than my old case, so it overhangs a little bit over my shelf. But that's easily sorted at work. I'll just get a bit of ply and it will be fine. But that's the only drawback. But it looks nice, it's good, it's all in there, it's all working. And as of right now, we are trying to boot up Windows for the very first time. I've flashed the solid state drive, and it all appears to be working. So there we have it. After about, well, I started about 1 o'clock, and it's 20 to 6 now. I did take it rather slow because there was some new stuff in there that I'd never used before, like the water cooler and what have you, but it was fun, and there we have it. Windows going good. Woohoo! And bingo! Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I've edited this together well. I don't know quite. I've recorded quite a bit. I'm sure it's well longer than 15, so I'm going to try and condense it down. But thanks for watching, and I shall see you again on the next video. Bye-bye now.